Let's go, boys. It's the Meatlock. You see the text. Last week fell apart, Meat, and that's two straight Meatlock L's. So when in doubt, I feel like whenever you need just the easiest, absolute light work Meatlock, you gotta always lean on Debbie's kid, Juicy J, Julian Erosa, at 28 and 10, and I know that he just got slept most recently. It was against Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres, and he just hit him with the perfect shot, essentially set his lights off, and it was sad to see for Juicy J because he was on just a beautiful win streak, and we were singing his praises. He smoked Charles Jourdain, got a finish in a fight that not a lot of people thought he would even win, and got that win over Steven the Ocho Peterson, and that was fight of the night. It was a very close fight, very back and forth, but one where it's like if you're ever going to test Juicy J's will in the third round, then you're likely going to be on the wrong end of that for sure, and that's what happened to the Ocho Peterson. And then after that, a fight that you and I were all over, he just light work, start to finish, beat the brakes off of Hakeem Dawodu, and that was just absolutely amazing. Peak Juicy J. So hopefully the fight against Alex Caceres is more of a hiccup as opposed to a new trend, and the new guy, Fernando Padilla, just won't be enough to take out Juicy, because although we've been impressed with Fernando's run thus far, the kid's 14 and 4, making his debut as a plus 130 dog, and having won two straight fights. He's got a skill set that's very similar to Juicy J's, right? Very long, very awkward, not the most refined technical skill sets, but guys that he's another guy like Juicy J who finds ways to get fights done. So, what do you make of this one? It's a basically sloppier, younger, way less experienced version of Juicy J. So, how is Juicy J going to show Padilla that when the meatlock is ever in question, you got to roll with Erosa?
Yeah, Debbie's kid's gonna come through for the Meat Boys this weekend. I mean, this guy's making a debut, big levels test, and he's never fought anyone as skilled as Juicy J. Padilla, he's a wild man. He throws wild submissions, wild stuff. Erosa is just too tough. His grappling's way too good to get submitted, and he'll be the stronger, better, more grizzled fighter. So I think this is going to be a one-sided mauling. Juicy J is going to absolutely smoke him. I kind of look at this as this is Juicy J's free win fight to get back in the winning column and really start going back for that gold. This is an absolute lock nonetheless. Thank you, Debbie.
I buy it too, and yeah, shout out Debbie as always. And if you look at Tapology Meat, 86% is rolling with Juicy J, so they're awfully bullish on the kid as well. Mostly beige for the decision, some copper for the sub, a little bit of brown for that KO. And you touched on Padilla's grappling. I mean, he does have a lot of submission victories, but Juicy J is pretty slick on the mat. And I think that if BJJ and the grappling is Padilla's greatest asset as it is, Erosa probably even outshines him there as well. So when this fight is elsewhere, what will that look like? We tend to think that it'll be for Juicy J, or at least in his favor. So at a minus 155 favorite, we're throwing down a nice 310. It's going to net 200. Get us out of the red. We haven't been in the red in a long time, Meat. So it's not a great feeling being back there. But again, when in doubt, to get you that 73rd meat lock, got to imagine that Juicy J is the one to do it. How do you think this one plays out, though? I mean, it's going to be early and often and a light work finish for Juicy J, or do you expect it being back and forth like the Steven Peterson contest? How does this fight end if Erosa is victorious?
Yeah, I think Erosa is going to decimate this kid. I think it's going to be, just like the Hakeem Dawodu, except more brutal because he's going to get the finish. And this guy's going to say, "Welcome to the UFC. Good luck next time, buddy."
Yeah, I like that. I think that it's going to be a hungry, angry Juicy J coming into this one, and a KO TKO, or maybe even a slick submission where he says, I have you there as well. Could be in the works for Juicy J. So we're rolling with Juicy J. Shout out Debbie to get us, again, that elusive 73rd. Get us back on track. Let us know if you agree with this week's meat lock, and if so, take to the grill and get the bill.